Mercedes had a disastrous start to the season due to the W13 been plagued by the porpoising issue. But Mercedes has been able to bring in steady updates to the car to the point where the car is able to get on top of the bouncing. This is evident from the recent double podium of Mercedes and the stellar pole lap produced by George Russell. But they still have a gap of about 0.3 of a second to Red Bull and Ferrari. To close this gap, Mercedes are set to bring a set of upgrades to the Belgian Grand Prix. Mercedes have managed to get some grips on the W13 by eliminating the porpoising from the car. All teams had car development at a steady pace, which Mercedes did not because they felt upgrading the car was useless until the bouncing was cured. Mercedes technical director, Elliot said, "The experiments we were doing on track trying to understand the bouncing. We gathered a lot of data. We gathered a lot of data on Friday when we had strong performance, and we gathered data through the race, and as always, the engineers are pouring through that gaining understanding." Elliot also mentioned that Mercedes is taking a non-conventional method of upgrading the car, so they are able to end the porpoising struggles. This resulted in Mercedes falling back in the development race. And this means that there is more upgrades to come for the W13 with the 9 races left. Mercedes are adamant that they can continue their progress towards the front of the grid after the summer break. The reigning Constructors' champions head into the summer break off the back of their best results of the season. They achieved double podium finishes at the French and Hungarian Grand Prix, with Lewis Hamilton and George Russell finishing second and third respectively in both events. Russell also secured his first F1 pole position at the Hungaroring, and Mercedes' first of the season. Their race pace in Hungary was particularly impressive, with Mercedes actively overtaking cars from Red Bull and Ferrari, instead of inheriting positions due to errors from rival teams. Mercedes trackside engineering director, Andrew Chauvelin, believed fighting Red Bull and Ferrari at the Hungaroring was evidence of one of their best races this season. This last one was particularly satisfying because we weren't relying on the misfortune of anyone dropping out with a reliability problem. The most satisfying thing though is to see where the car is in terms of pace now in qualifying and in the race. We had a lot of ground to make up from the start of the year. We've been working really hard trying to bring bits to every race, and it is really satisfying now to see that we are racing with the Ferraris, with the Red Bulls right to the front," Chauvelin said in Mercedes at Cody's race debrief. Mercedes' performances in the last couple of races are a stark contrast to their early season woes. Despite taking occasional podium finishes, the Brackley-based team had performance and setup issues with their temperamental W13. Updates and a better understanding of the car have brought Mercedes closer to the front, and Chauvelin promised more developments would be brought for the upcoming races. "We got more coming. So we are trying to bring some more performance to Spa that will hopefully close that gap. We haven't got far to go now, but we will keep developing car for a little while now," said Chauvelin. Mercedes team principal, Toto Wolff said, "We are missing a few months of development, and this is really, we are playing a catch-up game with the guys in front. This shadows us on how much development the W13 still has left in its disposal, and Mercedes are going to start bring in all of them, starting from the Belgian Grand Prix." Mercedes trackside engineer hinted on performance upgrades to the Belgian Grand Prix, and we know that Mercedes has one more upgrade for its power unit left, in terms of performance and reliability, before the power units are homologated till 2026. Mercedes lacks the top-end power that the Ferrari and Red Bull possess, which reduces their chances of fighting on high-speed circuits and on DRS trains. But the new power unit update aims at reducing this deficit to its rivals, allowing Mercedes to fight for race wins. We know Lewis Hamilton has a spectacular record of winning at least a single Grand Prix every season, a streak which started from his days at McLaren in 2007. And Lewis will be keen to continue that streak this season as well, due to the improving signs showed by the W13. What do you guys think? Will Mercedes be able to improve performance of the W13 through performance and aerodynamic updates and challenge Ferrari and Red Bull in front? Let us know in the comments section below. Want to know what's happening in the world of Formula 1? Click on the video link shown on your screen now.